In modern day, if you are an introvert, then people will see you as incompetent. Because after the Industrial Revolution, the introvert personality has been overshadowed by the extroverts. If you can make conversation or if you are good at small talk, then people will favor you more than those who are reserved. If you're a person who spends most of his time in solitude, then many people will consider you as clinically sick. Just because the population of introverts is very low, people never really understand them. People have this feeling that the more extroverted you are, the more intelligent you are, which is actually not true. In fact, intelligence is not the causation of an outgoing personality. Similarly, there are many misunderstandings around the introverted personality, and these false assumptions are the reason why the introverts are considered inferior. So in this video, being an introvert myself, I'll share with you 7 amazing qualities of introverts. Introverts are great observers. Introverts aren't quiet without a reason. While you are talking, they are observing, they are listening and watching consciously. Introverts have this tendency to memorize everything they see that is unusual. Introverts are going to notice every single detail subconsciously. They are also the first one to identify flaws in ideas and concepts. Introverts know who they are. Well, we all know that the quiet persons have the loudest minds. Introverts are constantly having inner monologues. They regularly evaluate themselves and their inner choices in everyday situations. Thus, they rarely end up having existential crises, and they know their strengths and weaknesses very well. They know who they are and what they want. They might not tell you all of that. You can say that they are quiet but confident. The introverts are highly engaged in deep philosophical thoughts. That is the reason why philosophers, logicians, and theorists are often introverts. They are thoughtful and brilliant individuals who prefer to take their time even in today's fast-paced technological society and understand themselves, the world, and those around them. Before this pandemic, I used to go to a class for my studies, and that class was 12 kilometers away from my home, and I used to go there by cycle. So it took me 30 minutes to reach there. So this 1 hour of time that I had when I was cycling, I was always lost in some deep thoughts on different topics that I don't know, maybe people of 90 years of age think. Even though I was physically cycling, but mentally I was in a totally different world. I sometimes wonder why I never got into an accident. Introverts are extremely good listeners. Have you ever been in a situation when you thought that the other person is just not listening at all? Well, that's actually the opposite of introverts. Introverts find it difficult to express themselves, but they are very keen listeners. So much so that you can count on them whenever you need an empathetic ears. But it would be helpful to note that introverts dislike small talk and prefer more meaningful conversations. As empaths, introverts easily recognize when you are in pain or in trouble, even if you deny that. So simply tell them what's bothering you instead of masking it with an "I'm fine" statement, because if you tell them what's bothering you, then you will be met with the most genuine and warm support. Introverts are born counselors. In addition to listening, introverts excel at coping with your worries. An introvert easily analyzes a person's thoughts, actions, choice of words, and preconceptions. They can notice little body expressions that you don't even realize that you are doing. They can easily pin out what's bothering you and even suggest how to resolve it. Calming someone down isn't just about talking. It's about understanding and making deep relations built on trust. Being empathetic is what introverts do. Introverts always set the bar higher. Historically, it were always the introverts who pushed the world. They always set the bar higher. The revolutionaries, the misfits, the change makers. If you look at history, almost all the life-changing ideas, art and inventions are from introverts. From theory of gravitation to relativity. Behind the magic world of Harry Potter to the first personal computer. Behind all these life changing ideas, there has always been an introvert. Introverts are loyal. Introvert friends will never betray you, they will never talk behind your back. Every secret that you have ever shared with them will be secure whether or not the friendship lasts. Introverts choose friends very wisely and they cherish friendships. They value relationships and try hard to keep them, which will make them some of the best friends you will ever have. This video sums up to the fact that introverts are very skilled under those quiet bodies. If you are an extrovert, then don't be hesitant to communicate with your reserved friends. You will be surprised to know what they are capable of. And if you are an introvert, be proud because behind that quiet face there lies a storm of talent.